All right, guys. Hey, this is week one of Propel. So you're going to be getting posts for this, and I just really wanted to walk through this with you. This book, if you do this effectively and you really walk through this each week with us, you are going to see a difference. You're going to really propel into your business. And it's written by Nicole Perez, and we go through my story. We're going to go to page 6. She calls it the key. So the 3 things, the key to Young Living and to succeeding with this business, with this sharing, is educate. You have to educate your people. If you don't put passion and power into their knowledge, they're not going to do anything with it. It's just going to be a basic thing for them. It's just going to be another sale. And we think all the time about, I don't want to be salesy. This is your opportunity to not be salesy. This is your opportunity to be an advocate and a friend and a supporter. Exposing people to products, getting them knowledge, having them see personal experiences and be like, yeah, you know what? And have them connect to that. Making a connection is through education. Enroll. Have people join as members and then find health with essential rewards. And then from there, the more they experience, the more they're going to want to enroll people because they're going to talk about it. And it's just going to go and go and go. And empower. How you empower people is by engaging with them, connecting with them, talking with them, seeing how they're doing, helping them to feel better. How are you feeling? What are your goals? Here, let's try this, and just keep on going and going and going. Think about how you want to be treated. Think about how it's done it for you and what you needed in order to feel this. And this is what this is for. It doesn't matter what level you are. You could literally have not added anybody and start this book. This is where you start because it's going to feel that for you. And it goes through those. You're going to go through this book too yourself. Young Living terms on page 7. It goes through all of those terms that you kind of need to know or be familiar with in order to do this business. Enroller, you're the enroller. Sponsor, the person that's going to be their main support. You're still the support, by the way. What a PV is, levels and different things. And we'll go through this more in depth as we go through the book. I like this because you're going to go through and you need to check this stuff through. You need to show yourself and you need to show your accountability person and you need to show me that you're doing this. So go through part 1, the company. What sets you apart from Young Living? Why? What is Young Living? What's the big deal? This is the stuff that gets a valued member. This is the person that says, wow, I can buy them instead of going to the shelf. This is the big deal. So by reading through this part, you're going to be able to say, I can articulate why I chose Young Living, check. And I can clearly explain what essential oils do and what they are used for. That's their intent of this part. So they're going to talk about on page 9, Young Living, why is it unique? And then they're going to go through the 3 pillars of seed to seal. You can have essential oils from anywhere, okay? But Young Living is the only one that has the specific original species. And Gary spent his life looking for them all over the world. So there's no other company, any other company, when they buy their oils, what they do is they literally put out a quote. I need this much lavender. And then all these companies will bid and put out their bids of how much they have and how much it's going to cost to purchase from them. And then that person goes through and says, okay, I like this company's or this farm's bulk amount. I like the price. We're going to buy from them. Bam, bought. They don't give a crap where it's from. They don't care what's in the soil. They don't care that there's trace minerals and they need that to have a strong oil. They don't care that there might be chemicals on there. They don't look at the pollution rate. They don't look at any of those things that Young Living looks at. They don't care what species that is of the lavender, and they don't even care when it's harvested. As long as they get that container that says this is made from lavender, that's what they're looking for. That's different than what we do. We don't do that. We don't put out those, okay, I need lavender. Who has the best price? That's exactly what other companies do. And if you understand that, it's different. We're not buying nothing in bulk. We're making it ourselves. And we're making sure that it's done right. Read page 10. This page 11 is really great. Walks you through a journey of the farm in Utah, the Mono farm. And I like it because they have you do questions. Please, guys, You bought the book. Someone gave you the book. Do the questions. Answer them, please. Next page, page 12. What are essential oils and what they do? Why the heck are we using them? What are they? And you have to be able to answer that for people. And you got to kind of understand it. This page 13 is huge. The ones with this big checklist, okay? I've had people that have been using oils for years, and I had them do this book, and they read it, and they're like, oh my God, this is crazy. I didn't have any idea that this stuff was in here. This is where you get your big value. This is where you can look at the people and you can be like, okay, you buy this stuff, but this is what this stuff does. This is why you don't want to see fragrance on your ingredients. This is what this stuff does and why it's bad for you. And they're literally, you have to go and research this for this section. And this is your foundation of passion. This is where you're going to get fueled. And this is where you're going to get sparked. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, why do we have all this stuff around us? Well, we don't have to, because you have Young Living. This is where it changes for you. And this is where a lot of people have not taken the time to look into that stuff. A little bit about the competitors on page 14, and on page 15, going through a little bit with Young Living. Young Living is doing phenomenal with amping up their virtual office, and they're continuing to grow. There's a lot of resources. You can even print out stuff for sharing in their website now that we didn't always have. So really read that and enjoy it. And then that is your start. Please, what comments, like what was your favorite part of this? What did you learn the most? You have to remember, with your intention with this book is to build that foundation so that when you're talking to people, no one can move you, because this stuff is the best because, and this is where you connect to those things. And this is where your passion drives. And this is where we're building that, okay, you know what? I can talk to anybody because I get what toxins are now. I get what seed to seal is now. I get what an oil is. And that is the foundation. People cannot rock me because I know these things and I get them. Other people have no idea about this stuff. And this is when I sit down and be like, okay, let me talk to you about this. And this is the foundation of having that knowledge so you feel strong. And so that you know that you have something to really offer somebody in a scientific level, not just an opinion and experience level, because people are investing money and they need some science. So this is that foundation for you. All right. I'm proud of you guys for doing this. Do this and be ready for the next assignment.